Hello, you're very welcome to this episode of My Generation Gap podcast, where you have me, Stuart Vincent Moore, a 50-year-old member of Generation X, talking at a 50-year-old member of Generation X, talking art, culture, and film after about 10 minutes of talking stuff and nonsense, all with my niece, Harriet Pilkington, an 18-year-old member of Generation Z.
Gen Z.
Oh, yeah, Gen Z, yeah. IRH, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I started a new job at a new salon, and it's great. It's absolutely fab. So I'm very busy, which is an absolute privilege. You can't complain about being busy when you're self-employed. It's absolutely fabulous. We got a new Ring doorbell today, right? And it links to an Alexa in the kitchen.
All right, why?
And all of our phones. I don't know. They just wanted one.
All right.
So you can see people when they're delivering parcels, stuff like that. It's like a video Alexa. And
What,
we
a
were all
video
going out.
Alexa?
Yeah, it's got a screen on it. It's a tablet with a big speaker
Right.
on the back of it.
Okay.
Anyway,
All
we
right.
were all going out to drop my dad at the pub this evening. The three of us went because we were like, oh, we'll just drive and like in a loop. And as we left the house, Dad went, it's speaking to us. As you walk past it, it says something to you. And we're like, no, it doesn't. So we're walking past, it's not saying everything. Every time my dad walks past, it says, Alan. And he's like, what? And he couldn't figure out what was going on. And he's like, how does it know I'm Alan? How am I the one passing? It doesn't make sense. And then I went, hang on a minute. I says, have you given Harley access to the Ring camera? They went, yeah, because he's in Coventry, my boyfriend. He was watching us all on the Ring doorbell talking to my dad.
So every time he saw your dad, he went, Alan.
Yeah. Alan. So Dad thought it speaks to you as you come past. But it does not.
It's a good job it did say something like, knobhead.
Yeah, every time somebody passes, just slurs at you. Yeah, so that was this evening's fun.
Well,
How's your week been?
It's just been eventful. It's been stressful. Poor Caroline's been in hospital all week since we got Christmas out of the way, and then we're all just settling down to get back to work. Sunday night, you think, all right, back to work tomorrow morning. And then since then she's been in hospital.
Was it Sunday she went? Has it been a week? Full week?
Well, we went in on Sunday night, and then she came home Monday. But then by Monday night we were back in again, and then she's been in there since then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. You go, come home, go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, they have removed her gallbladder.
Yeah.
That's gone.
That's gone.
That's gone. That's no more. I wonder if she gets to keep that. Do they give it you in like a bucket or something?
No, I asked them at my first surgery attempt if I could have my gallstones, and they were like, probably not. But then I did ask one of the other surgeons, not actually at theatre, like on a prior thing, and I was like, can I have them? And he was like, yeah, of course you can see them. I was like, oh, I'd see the stones, but no.
Anyway, she's been in hospital all week, so me and Ivan have been trying to... I haven't really been to work, been doing bits here and there, but not really been doing much. Ivan's sort of been in at school, but not been in at school. It's been a bit hectic. It's right thrown us out.
It's hard for like fitting hospitals. when a hospital stay gets thrown into your life, it's like boom, like everything just changes, doesn't it? Like your whole schedule flips and like
Whenever I'm visiting. Whenever I'm visiting anybody in hospital, it always reminds me of the story that my dad, Jimmy Tissue, used to tell. So this is Jimmy Tissue, my dad, your granddad. So dear listener, Harriet's my niece. Harriet's mum is my sister. So Harriet's granddad is my dad. And Jimmy Tissue went in to visit his uncle Pete in hospital in the Midlands. They live down in Corby.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what happened to Uncle Pete anyway. It was when I was young, and he went down to see him.
I didn't know Corby was a place. I thought Corby was a second name, so when we say the Corby lot in the family, I always thought the Corby lot had the second name Corby.
Oh no, the Corby gang. No, it's because they live in Corby.
I thought they'd like married into a Corby family. I don't know, but
oh no, so my granddad, so your great granddad, so my dad's dad, and all his brothers and one sister came over from Ireland and settled all over the place, and a chunk of them ended up in Corby. So it's a big family. Anyway, so. He went to see his Uncle Pete in hospital, and he went into the ward that he was on, and he sat next to him at the bed, and he went, "Jesus, Pete," he said, you don't look well at all," and he gave him some grapes, and and he didn't respond. He was obviously really poorly. He didn't even say anything. And my dad was saying, he said, "Jesus."
I can already tell just from who Grandad is what this is going to be.
You know what's going to happen because you can just say what's going to happen. So, and then all of a sudden, this guy in the bed wakes up and looks at Jimmy Tissue, just as Jimmy Tissue looks about 3 beds down. And Uncle Pete's out waving at him.
Wrong person.
And he went, "Sorry," and he took his grapes back and went up to see Uncle Pete. Yeah. I thought, Jesus, Pete, you don't look yourself at all.
Jesus, Pete.
Jesus, Pete, you don't look yourself.
As soon as you said you don't look yourself, I thought, Grandad's got that wrong.
It's the way he had to take his grapes back.
Grandad was always really polite to people, and we were once we used to go on trains and stuff all the time, me and Grandad, and this guy once came up to him, and he went, "Oh, it's you," and Grandad went, "Oh, how are you, mate? Hiya, how are you?" And this guy went, "Oh, I'm all good, thank you, and how's the kids?" And he went, yeah, Jules and Stuart are fine, and how are yours?" And "Yeah, mine are fine." He says, "Have you got a couple of quid for a cup of coffee, mate?" And Grandad went, "Oh, no, you know our Harriet, she's stolen all the money," and whatever else. And then we walked away, and I went, "Oh, how did you know him, Grandad?" And he went, "Well, I didn't know him, because I was young, I couldn't figure out that very clearly it was somebody just wanting his money." And
right.
they didn't actually know, but because Grandad just was so polite about it, I genuinely thought they were friends.
Oh, talk about because Christmas is all done now, isn't it?
It is done. Although I've still got a Christmas tree up, a little one.
Well, actually, all our decorations are still up because Caroline's been in hospital and I just haven't been bothered to do it. I've got enough to do. I just haven't done it all over the place. I thought it'd be nice for her to come home to some Christmassy stuff.
Yeah, cheer her up.
That's it.
Yeah, she can have Christmas again with no gallbladder.
Yeah. No, and after watching Scrooge and Our Christmas Carol, it have I told you about my supernatural Christmas?
Your supernatural Christmas?
Yeah. There was a Christmas, so this was like years ago when I was with my first wife. So I was quite a bit younger, and it was Christmas Eve, H.
Yeah.
And I was visited by 3 ghosts in the night. And I'd come home, I'd been out. Christmas Eve, I'd been down a pub with some pals, and I'd been drinking Guinness a lot. And I came home carrying a Chinese takeaway in my bag. What's your Chinese takeaway? It's always chicken curry, sweet and sour chicken balls, and half rice, half chips.
Dr. Pepper.
And a Dr. Pepper.
Half rice, half chips. Can you do that?
What, half rice, half chips?
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, you just get salt and pepper chips. and forego the
Or you can
rice.
just get a portion of rice and a portion of chips.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd lost my keys. I was just about to knock on the front door, and the front door knocker changed shape from being a door. The whole front door changed to suddenly being a doorway and being the face of my wife, looking really angry.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, she let me in the house, and then I went to sleep, and then throughout the night, I was visited by 3 ghosts.
Yeah.
The ghosts of Christmas past woke me up at midnight, and reminded me of all the stuff that I'd been doing that day by shouting it really loudly about how I'd been down the pub, drunk loads of Guinness, and then eaten the Chinese and made a right big mess.
You've done this in the past.
Yeah. So then I went back to sleep.
So you could self-reflect about this. It's development, like in the film.
Yeah. And then about 1 o'clock in the morning, the ghost of Christmas present woke me up, and she also looked like my ex-wife, and then berated me about being in the present, about being drunk, taking up the whole bed, and snoring too loudly.
Spilling Chinese.
Yeah. And then about 2 o'clock in the morning, the ghost of Christmas future woke up, and this one also looked like my ex-wife, but really angry. And they just shouted at me about what would happen in the future, which was her going to stop at her mum's for a bit.
And this is your ex-wife?
Yeah. And do you know how I know it were ghosts? Because in the morning, I was covered in some sort of ectoplasm. Yeah, it smelt of Guinness and chicken curry.
A chicken curry and rice.
Yeah, it was everywhere, and I had to clean it up. Anyway, I thought that would be quite funny, but it wasn't, was it?
It wasn't your best.
No,
It was
wasn't my
interesting
best.
waiting for the next thing, though. I was wondering what the Ghost of Christmas Future was going to be.
Just the same as the past and the present. Just my ex-wife shouting at me and being angry.
Yeah.
Right, enough of this stuff and nonsense. Let's get down and talk about what we're here to talk about, which this week is Stranger Things. Because we've had the Stranger Things finale, haven't we?
Finale.
So, before I get into it and get your opinion on the Stranger Things finale, I want to...
I keep calling it finale by accident, like it's some sort of World Cup.
Well, it is a finale, isn't it?
Not finale, final.
Final.
I keep calling it. Yeah.
Oh, do you know what was there was one good thing about going into the hospital on the Sunday night.
Yeah.
Was it was the final game in the NFL season, and the Pittsburgh Steelers were playing really late, so they had the late game. So UK time, they kicked off at 1:15 a.m.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I can't stop up and watch that because I've got work on Monday. But because we were in hospital...
You're about to tell me you actually stayed up in the waiting room, I'm going to call that a fib, because you can fall asleep anywhere, whether it's an A&E waiting room, a stadium, a bus, a train.
Yeah, but Caroline was really poorly. So she was bent over double in pain in the A&E waiting room. And I was logged into... I thought it was... DAZN, D-A-Z-N, but apparently it's pronounced DAZN, which is this sport app which you can log into and watch the NFL games live. So, so while Caroline was waiting to be seen by a doctor
doubled over
in
in
A&E,
the seat,
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the Pittsburgh Steelers play the Baltimore Ravens for the last game of the season. It was a really good game as well, H.
That's something my dad would do in A&E. I once, dear listener, gallstones, you've got to envision being sat normally and then putting all your weight on your legs and just being completely trying to touch the floor with your hands. That's like how you have to sit in gallbladder pose. And my dad once leant on me by accident because he forgot how much pain I was in. That I was like fully hunched forward, basically my hands on the floor, sat down, and he was like on his phone and he like leant his arm on me and I was like, ah!
Anyway, back to Christmas presents.
Stranger Things.
Back to Stranger Things. Okay, here we go. My life started the day we found you in woods. I knew it immediately. I knew it, that you were special, that you were different, and I was just this kid, this loser, and you were a superhero. You're my superhero, and I'm not losing you. Jamie, I'm not losing you today.
If Stranger Things was in Wakefield and not Hawkins.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, that's nothing to do with Stranger Things, H. That's what I said to this pen when I found it in the woods. My Bear Lady pen.
Every episode you bring that pen out. And it's borderline on whether we can post it as a reel or not.
But it's a superhero pen.
It's a superhero pen. Yeah, only she doesn't come into a superhero costume. She's just naked.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't use it, but it writes really nice.
But it writes really nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like when you get a biro and you write on a banana. Have you ever taken a biro and written on a banana?
No, I haven't. But I really want to do that now. I thought I had a
it's dead good.
in here. I thought I ate one earlier.
Get a banana skin, right on a banana.
I really want to try that.
Yeah, that's the mark of a good biro.
My notes down on bananas.
Right on a banana, yeah. Yeah, it's a really good feeling. Have you never done that?
You know when you write on a banana? No, I can't say I've ever written on a banana. We need to find out if our listeners write on bananas or not. Is this a thing that people have had an experience of or not? Is this a unique experience?
I don't know, but writing on bananas is great. It feels really nice. If you
Maybe that's
and it's doubly nice if you get a pen that writes really nice, like
really
this Bear Lady
well
pen,
on the banana.
on a banana, then it's like doubly nice. Yeah.
Doubly nice.
So H, Stranger Things finale. It's been going on for what? This was season 5, right? So
this is season 5, yeah.
Oh, it was season 5. It's done and dusted. There's going to be no more Stranger Things. So Stranger Things has been. If you've never seen Stranger Things, then one, where have you been?
Where the hell have you been?
No, that's it really. There isn't a 2 to that. I don't know why I said 1.
Yeah, well, we said it twice, so that's enough.
Yeah, and 2, where have you been? So Stranger Things is. It's set in the 1980s, isn't it? It's very nostalgic. It's based around a group of young, boys who are in their early teens. It starts off, aren't they? And they are into D&D. They play Dungeons and Dragons, and then out of nowhere, their town, Hawkins, becomes a hotbed of supernatural activity as they have they find a young girl in the woods who has supernatural powers, and then there's all sorts of monsters and different worlds and things. They have to fight monsters and save the world, essentially. And then that goes on and on and on for 5 seasons with an ever-increasing cast of characters. Yeah. Some might say too many.
Some might add slightly too many.
Some might say too many. And then the finale, where they defeat the big baddie, who I'm not sure who it is, but we'll find out. But this is Yeah, so a bit of nostalgia, a bit of 80s nostalgia, 80s music, and Dungeons and Dragons. So, H, what do you think? Were you impressed by the finale, or were you disappointed?
So, I've got a lot to say about this. As
Uh-oh.
a finale, as far as finales go, and the show itself is absolutely fabulous. If you compare the finale to the rest of the show, I don't think it fits. I don't think it's as good.
So, what about the season, the final season?
So I prefer, I think, season 3 and 4. I didn't mind season 5 but compared to 3 and 4, I just don't think it lives up. I really don't. I've got questions for you, and I don't know how much research you've been doing on Stranger Things, but do you believe in conformity gate?
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what conformity gate is? So, there's theories. There's 2 possibilities that speculating online. 1, the ending is not real. We are being... it's an illusion. We're being controlled now as a viewer, that we're seeing in Vecna's... Vecna's controlling us. Or 2... the writing's really bad in season 5. So, the reasons are, A, there's really visible plot holes. B, there's really visible things wrong with the scenes. Things wrong with colours in the scenes, things like that, things changing. 3, the fact that it feels like the scene's been cut. So, first, when it came out, people thought that there was scenes that had been cut and not showed, because originally the run times were slightly different. As it came out, I don't know if you got this when watching it, but I thought it felt a bit bitty, like when everybody came to see Max for the first time when she was awake, there wasn't a massive reaction, and a lot of people think that that's because there was other scenes filmed where they'd already met. There was still enough of a reaction that, or it's bad acting. It's really controversial at the minute on what's going on. So if I've not persuaded you enough with my conspiracy theory right now, my pieces of evidence I have to give you are... I've got them written down, don't worry. So, number 1, the dial on the electrical tower, on the big electrical tower, on the Squawk Tower.
The radio station.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dial for that in episode 1 is grey. Yeah?
Right.
The arrow, there's a big arrow on the dial, it's grey. By, I think it's the last episode, it's like bright red or orange. Now that could be a mistake in... The Duffers brothers told everybody to look at everything. They said nothing is there by mistake. That is the claim they made. So everybody's looking into everything so in depth. So if that's the case, then the roundabout, where the middle of it was a different colour, and they were in a memory / illusion, means that what we saw at the end was an illusion. Now, what do you think to that?
Well, I'll tell you my thoughts on Stranger Things, H.
Yeah.
Season 1, Stranger Things, was a belter. It was great. It was full of nostalgia. It harked back to the 80s. It was really great. I'd loved the great 80s music. You sort of got wrapped up by the characters.
Yeah.
And you were interested in what was happening to them, and it was great. And then season 2 was sort of more of the same, really.
Yes.
They kept in some
with
of the with Hopper and Elle, and then Steve and Dustin and that relationship flourishing and him changing, Steve changing from the bully to a nice guy and all those kind of things. And then it seemed to be like they were like the plots for season 3, 4, and 5. Like they were just, I don't like making it up as they went along. Like loads of things changed, like the upside down. I didn't by season 5. I didn't know what the upside down was. Like I thought they had to be really careful about breathing stuff in and touching stuff, and then I thought, well, hang on, they've built. Yeah, now they're just in it, and the army's built a big base in it. And you think, well, and it's like they've just. It's like when you do one of those one-word stories where, like, let's do a one-word story. Right, I'll start. Right, go.
Yeah.
1.
Time.
I.
Went.
2.
The.
Shop.
To.
Look.
At.
Dangerous.
Weaponry.
And.
Take it. No, it's 2 words. Take.
Them.
To.
The.
Upside down.
And.
Use.
Them.
To.
Kill.
The.
Big.
Bad.
Demon.
There
Right.
you go, there's the plot of Stranger Things.
That's right. Now that's episode 2. Now, what's going to happen in episode 3?
Episode
and then
3.
they do a one-word story. They do that, but then they make it last an hour and a half. And you think, well, why is that lasting an hour and a half? Just doing that, and then even all the way through to the end, right? With even the finale lasting.
Finale.
What was it, like 2 hours or something?
2 hours.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours,
Right.
isn't it? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
And then you think, and then even then it was like an hour too long because it finished, right? And then it spent another hour showing you everybody's.
And another conclusion.
I didn't conclude.
And
Yeah, but then even then with those conclusions, he still left out loads of stuff. You think, well, what happened to the army?
Well, this is
what happened to the?
Yeah,
You think,
you've got
well-
Susie, Dustin's girlfriend. You've got Robin's girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, here's another theory. About the ending. Okay. Hashtag conformitygate. So, basically, everybody said things they didn't want to become. If you remember all the way through, they've all had things they don't want to be. For example, Max, I want to be nothing like my brother. What does she do at that last D&D game? She, like, flies off the handle and throws loads of stuff about like her brother. Nancy has always she's wanted to be in school, be a journalist, get some good education. She drops out of school. Robin's known for being like alt chick. She had like shorter hair. She grows her hair and starts wearing feminine clothes, even though she was like mask. It doesn't really make any sense. Mike doesn't wear glasses until the end. And then ends up looking directly like his dad, who he said he didn't want to become like. Steve Harrington never wanted to become like his dad. In the last scenes is like his dad. He's on about housing market and whatever else and being able to afford a big house and have kids and whatever else. And then you've got... Who else have you got? I can't think... I think that was enough examples for that one case there. Are you even more convinced now?
No. Convinced of
Why?
what? Convinced of what?
That it's not a real ending. We're not
Hang on a
seeing
minute.
it's not real. It's either in somebody's mind, like in Mike's mind, for example, because he seems to have switched to the main character. It's either like that Mike's stuck somewhere. Also, how did Eleven manage to talk to Mike when she had the tannoys on her? Unless Callie was still alive and was causing an illustration either for Henry Creel / Vecna / the Mind Flayer or for Eleven herself. There's
Well,
just
this is
there's
what-
too many plot holes that either need to be sorted in one extra like special episode or is down to bad writing.
Well, I think it is down to bad writing, and I'll tell you for why, H. Because
I believe that there'll be another. This can't be it. It can't be just bad writing.
there's nothing wrong with leaving plot holes and leaving things unexplained
Yeah,
and things like that,
the
because
viewer to make a decision.
for the viewer to make their own mind up and explore it, and that's great. But if you're going to do that, then don't make it like 20 hours long.
Yes, and like give conclusions that aren't
and give
real,
loads
that
of
don't make
conclusions
sense.
and loads of intricate details and things like that. Like you are explaining everything, but so you'd
then
think
you're
you'd
not.
either make it really long and explain everything and wrap it all up, or make it a bit
Leave
shorter
it
and
really
cleverer and
unexpected.
better. So I think it really is just not very
I
good.
don't know. But then they said, no detail is on there by accident. The colours change, the rug colour changes, the dial colour changes, their personalities, they're everything they don't want to be. It just doesn't really make any sense. If that's genuinely the writing, then I think the Duffer Brothers are just going to have a bit of trouble from the media, things like that, because it's like, it just literally does not make sense, really. And if it's just down to them leaving it unexpected, then fair enough, and it is good writing, or say they're going to do another episode, then I think fair enough. I don't know, I think it's left everybody just feeling a little bit baffled and a bit, it almost feels like we're grieving, we're like a bit in denial, a bit confused, but also on the grand scheme as series as go, it's not a bad ending. But as good as Stranger Things, like you said, was originally, it's not great.
It lost its way.
Yeah. Did you see the Truman Show parallels in the last episode as well? If you're not already convinced enough of Conformity Gate. So, there's a lot of parallels. There's Will is wearing the exact same shirt that the love interest in the Truman Show wears. There is a scene with a sprinkler that is like nearly like exactly the same, shot by shot. There's also the scene where Mike goes up the stairs. Right at the end, he goes up the stairs and out of the basement, and that is definitely a nod to the Truman Show. The way that he, like, the steps lead up to the door and he walks through the door. Let me show you the, let me find this. They're saying that, I mean, I haven't found them all yet, but there's a lot of parallels to the Truman Show. He's the only one that looks directly into the camera, and he breaks the fourth wall at one point. There he goes up the basement, and that's the Truman Show. But there is, like, there's more than that, but I haven't found them all. But apparently there are things that could be. So hashtag Conformity Gate or not, it's a massive divide on the internet right now, and I don't know where I sit.
I'm not convinced, H.
I know.
It could be this.
Like
could be this. It could be that. Dogs could point north or south when having a poo. You know. Actually, do you know what? There's some truth in that. I told Ivan that, and he looked it up. He said, actually, there's been scientific studies that and dogs do often point north or south when having a poo. Yeah.
So you're just way more intelligent than what you thought in that moment.
No, I don't know about that. No.
Maybe you've just like foreseen future studies. Maybe
I might have seen it written down.
Betty. Maybe we need to follow more of your intuitions, like eating cat streamies and Betty. And
so, anyway, listen. Stranger Things was exciting, wasn't it? It sort of, and that's what you're driven by, aren't you? But you're not driven by.
The fight with the Mind Flayer was so short as well.
Yeah.
The actual end fight was so short. Where were the Demogorgons? Where were the Demobats? There's
dogs and everything, yeah. Yeah.
Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not...
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not annoyed that I watched it.
Yeah, I'm also not annoyed that I watched it. It was very good, and it was nice to see some sort of conclusion for all the characters that, you know, you've known and loved for like 10 years.
Yeah. Do you know what it was, H?
You know, there were things that were good.
It was entertaining.
Yeah.
But it could have been a lot more. So we'll give it that I think that it was entertaining. So I'd give it a Generation Z win, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
The whole series in total as well is definitely a Gen Z win. The ending itself is probably just a Gen Z win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just too long, over bloated and a bit messy.
Yeah. Do you know what's out now?
Wow.
Speaking of long bloated films that you really like, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh no. We're not doing that.
And you best believe.
No way. Even the podcast listener figures that gets the lowest listeners out of all of them that we've done.
Listen to one.
Yeah, well, apart from you, I think the TV series you
Surely
and
Sherlock
FNAF.
Holmes, the 1970s, whatever it was, Sherlock Holmes.
I think you're right, H. That was our most listened to episode in 2025.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, are you ready?
Yep.
Simply the test. Da, 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 better than all the tests. Question 1.
I've given a family exclusive release to that theme tune, like pre-release, so they've heard it before it comes out.
What the new test theme? Oh, because that episode's not been released yet, is it?
Yeah.
I first did it on Pulp Fiction, didn't I?
Pulp Fiction,
And
yeah.
as dear listener, a glimpse behind the curtain is we're recording this. What date is it today? Anyway, we're recording this before that episode is launched.
Yeah.
Anyway, question 1. Which 1980s trope is used excessively to distract the audience from realising there's nothing going on?
What does trope mean?
Trope.
Is that like a thing from the 1980s?
Trope is a bit like a recognisable...
Music.
Music.
Yeah.
So.
I just wanted to double check before I looked at my answer, but yeah, music.
Drop my
Also,
pen.
everybody's so excited about like Purple Rain. I can't remember what else they did. Did they do When Doves Cry? I can't remember. Anyway, I love the song Here Comes Your Man, and they played Here Comes Your Man, and I was way more excited about that.
What film's that? What song's that?
Here comes your man. You would know it. It's you would know. It's such a brilliant song.
Well, I don't know if this is controversial, H, but I'm not the world's biggest Prince fan either. Oh yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. Also, I'm not the world's biggest Prince fan, and I think that is controversial because my mum and dad love Prince. It's their favourite.
Yeah, I know. What's that all about?
I don't know. I just can't get it. They're like, one day you'll get it, Harriet. One day you'll get it. I'm like, I really don't think I will, guys.
I don't think you will. Yeah.
Yeah,
One day you'll get it.
I'm gonna go upstairs and go listen to The Cure now, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So H, 1 for 1. Yeah. I've written down it was incredibly long synth pop musical montages to distract the fact that there's no actual decent writing going on. Yeah. H, what is the prime function of the Hawkins Post? The newspaper.
It's a newspaper.
Well, yeah. I think its prime function was to let Nancy experience 1980s sexism, which could have led to some really interesting subplots, but it actually didn't go anywhere.
Gender roles and sexism within the workplace towards women in the 1980s.
Yeah, which could have gone to some really interesting explorations, but it actually didn't. And then it just disappeared.
And now she's dropped out of school, and she doesn't do it anymore.
I'll give you that, H. So you're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
H, what's the best way to fight off a demogorgon?
Usually with
I mean,
something
it's
that's
usually
not actually a weapon.
well, it's not the might of the U.S. Army, is it, and all their weaponry and everything? Because you can see that they destroyed those, quite easily, didn't they?
Yeah, you could have a baseball bat with nails in it, or a
Yeah.
bottle. Hashtag Karen Wheeler.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, somebody's
well,
mum
what-
with a broken bottle.
Yeah. They call her Walk 'em Down Wheeler.
So you're 3 H, yeah.
Yeah.
Ma Wheeler with a broken broken
Ma
bottle.
Wheeler. Like
Ma Wheeler. Question 4 H. What is the upside down?
It is it's like a loophole in time and space that was created in this cylinder-shaped thing that nobody really understands.
Is it
Actually,
a loop?
it's nothing anymore. So
I don't know. H. Is it a loophole, a wormhole, or a plot hole? Nobody knows. It's probably all 3. But that's what I think. It changes, doesn't it? Depending on, I think that's one of the things that it's got in common with actual Dungeons and Dragons. Because I think the Duffer Brothers at the start of each episode just rolled a dice. I went, "What's the upside down
What
this
do
week?
you do?"
We'll roll a dice. Is it dangerous? We'll roll a dice. No, this week it's not dangerous. People could just
Has
go
it
down
got
there and
particles?
yeah. Can
Has
you
it
breathe
got
them
a
in?
wall at the edge of it?
Yeah. If you dial, if you roll a 6, then it's absolutely fine. You can build an army base in it.
Yeah.
You're 4 for 4 H on Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Love that. Question 5. What snack did I eat whilst watching Stranger Things?
Well, if it's not Eggos, then
Well, it's
I don't know what it
1980s themed, so you might not get it actually. It's not. It's not really 90s, 80s themed. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for bacon wheat crunchies just because they're your faves.
No, it was Finder's crispy pancake sandwiches.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
So, Finder's crispy pancakes. They're like little crispy pancakes with a filling in, which you can get minced beef or cheese, and then you cook them in the oven, and then you put them inside a sandwich.
That does sound really nice.
They are really nice. Yeah.
I'll have to try them.
No, well, you fail a test, you lose a test. Oh dear.
Do you know what? I'll
So
take
you don't
it.
get
I got all the
actually.
actual questions right.
So I think for all the tests that you've won, I owe you 50p in a drink and then £1 a drink. I wonder if this next one is £2 in a drink. Maybe it should double every time you win it.
Say so. I think it should
Hold on a
double
sec.
every time. Yeah.
Where's the dog? Freddie, come here. Come on. Freddie, come on. Just let him in, Jed.
Do you want to know how lazy my dog is? That's where she just stays all the time.
Oh, that's nice. Anyway, H, I think it's time for this.
Burger Stews, Burger Review. It's 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 eating a burger, then he maxes it out of 5.
He's eating a burger and he makes
Every time.
every time. He's eating a burger and he's marking it out of 5. H, this week, H, I've gone Midland centric.
Midland centric. What does that mean?
What? I just thought of that on the hoof again. So there's a burger chain on the hoof. There's a burger chain called O'Hannis Burger.
Okay.
I think it's OHANNUS. O'Hannis. No, OHANN. No, that's not. Is it? O'Hannis. OH. Hang on. It's O-H-A.
Hey, I could
A.
see, you know.
Do you know what? I realised.
I've literally got it on my phone. It's Ohannes.
That's it, yeah. Oh, Hannah's Burger. Do you know what I realised the other day? I don't know anything about the phonetic alphabet. You know, when somebody was
I don't.
asking me.
The only one I know is T for... Is it Tango?
I don't know. I'd say.
Foxtrot, I know that.
So
That's
I just
as much as I know.
I just make them up as I'm going along, like
Do
if
you
I'm
just
on the
make
phone.
them? I just say I don't know it. I just say, oh, I don't know it.
I just make them up.
Come on, then so like, okay, off the top of your head, spell my name in the phonetic alphabet.
H for house.
Yeah. Yeah, but in Yorkshire, that's an house, not a house.
House. H for house. A for armadillo. R for rat bag. R for ratatouille. I for indigo. E for elephant. T for terrible. That's what I do.
My favourite part was the fact that you did 2 different R's.
You
said to me like rat bag and ratatouille.
Yeah.
Couldn't just go rat bag and rat bag again.
Yeah. Well, we were in a hospital visiting Caroline, me and Ivan. So Ivan is my stepson and he's 16 years old. We went in to visit Caroline. And the QMC is... so Caroline was on the E floor. So all the floors are lettered rather than numbered. And when you enter the hospital, you go in on B floor. You don't go on the A floor, you go B floor. So, and Ivan doesn't like lifts. So we'd get...
I won't get in the lift.
So we got into the lift. And we got in there. Right, you've got the stairs, Ivan. I'm getting in. I'm not walking up however many flights of stairs. I'll see you up on E floor. And he went, what floor? I went, E for elephant. E floor.
Yeah.
And then coming down. Right, Ivan, meet me on B floor. B floor. And I went, yeah, B for behavioural issues.
I thought you were going to say B for bum.
B for bottom. No.
B for bottom.
Behavioural issues. But that...
Well, I've got... If I'm in Barnsley Hospital, I'm fine because they've got an escalator. But if I'm in Pinderfield... I also have the same predicament. So if I go in with the gallbladder attack and they need me up at S deck, which is floor C, you go in on floor A, I have to walk the stairs with a gallbladder attack, so I have to climb up a couple and then sit down. And then literally I have to go over my hands and knees and climb up 2 more. And people are like, why don't you just take the lift, love? I'm like, not now! Like 2 more steps.
Yeah, I've got enough to deal with without that trauma.
I'll let my mind win, and I will climb up these stairs on my hands and knees.
Oh, do you know what was handy? The first time Caroline, when they first took her in and put her in a bed, the ward that she was in was called Stew.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a surgical triage unit, or Stew.
Where are you? Stew.
Where are you? Stew.
No, where are you? Stew. Where are you?
Yeah, Stew. Yeah, all right. Where are you? Stew. Yes, just tell me where you are.
Didn't you get lost as well the first time Caroline was in? Or did somebody think you were security? Have a go at you?
Oh no, that wasn't this time. That was years ago. That was during lockdown. When I nearly got arrested.
Yeah.
That's a long story, H. I'll save that for another time. It's too long. But yeah, I nearly got arrested. I nearly got arrested running out of the hospital with a wheelchair laden with goods.
With goods.
With goods. Yeah, the Popo was there. I'll tell that next episode.
I would like to actually bring this to the attention of the listeners before we finish, because when I first said the Popo to you, you laughed for like 20 minutes because you'd never heard anybody say the Popo before, and now you say it all the time. But I would like to know if saying the Popo for police is something I've made up, or whether it is a thing that like some people just say as like a funny thing.
Oh, I don't know. What is it? Not proper Generation Z slang? in
No,
it.
because you'd convinced me I'd just completely made it up, and now I don't know.
Well, I don't know either.
So I'd like to know if anybody else has ever called the police the popo.
I haven't got a clue. I've started using initials for everything. I'm initialising everything.
Yeah, your abbreviations.
Yeah.
The hardest
Yeah,
work
just
ever
using-
actually writing the words.
Anyway. So Ohana's Burger, who have a branch in Beeston, which is near us, near where we live, and there's several branches around the Nottingham area, Hucknall and Arnold, and over the place. And I think there's quite a few branches dotted around, but they're primarily in the East Midlands, which is why I said they're East Midlands. I can't remember what I said now. Midland centric. Anyway, I had their cheeseburger the other night because it was. I'll tell you why I had a cheeseburger the night, because I came out of the hospital. It was dead late and I couldn't be bothered cooking his tea.
Yeah.
So I thought, all right, I'm going to get a burger. So I got a cheeseburger from Ohana's with a pretzel bun, just their standard cheeseburger, and so Ohana's burger, cheeseburger, 3.0.
Okay, so mid.
Meh. Yeah. Pretzel bun wasn't all that. I should have had you could have had the option to have a brioche bun. I think I should have had that. The pretzel bun was like too chewy. So, when you like try to bite through it and then all your salmon like slides out of it, you think, oh God.
Yeah.
Because the bread was like too...
And then you fill into bread ratios not right then, is it?
It's all messed up, yeah. And then the burger itself, because then you end up eating like the filling on it, the all falls out, and the burger itself tastes just like a frozen burger. It wasn't like a smash burger or anything. It just wasn't
all these
great.
burgers you eat out and about, hence the burger review, because you live in a vegan fat-free household right now.
Yeah, vegan fat-free household.
Doing fast food burger reviews.
Yeah, and Ivan's getting quite militant as well. He hates it when I eat meat. He's always having a pop at me. He's like, yeah. He's like a member of the beef police or the beef popo. He's the meat popo. Yeah.
I'm watching Ghost at the minute, and I really like that episode where Pat's on about being vegan, and he's like, yeah, I could do that, and then he's like, not the eggs. He can't cope with not having boiled eggs. And then she dips the bread in it, and he goes, dip it again.
Yeah, so it was, the bun was too chewy. The burger tasted like a frozen burger. The meat wasn't all that. And it was just basic standard stuff. It wasn't that much better than a Maccadees, I don't think. It shouldn't have been. But it was like 4 times the price.
Well, see,
Maccadees. Yeah, we have. That was the first one we ever did, was a Maccadees. I did the double chili cheeseburger.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think that was like a 2.5.
Oh, right, okay.
And I think like standard double cheeseburger from Macca's was like a bit higher because it didn't have the chili on it. It was better. And because it was like good value for money, it was like, I think it was be about the same as the Ohana's burger, really, because it's like it wasn't as good, but it's like, a third of the price. A double cheeseburger was like £2. This Ohana's burger was like it was an earn.
Yeah. Once I've had my gallbladder out, and I love pizza. Like, pizza's my favourite fast food. I'm going to do Harriet's pizza review. I'm going to do pizzas every week.
Yeah, well, all right. We'll write your own theme tune then, and we'll do Harriet's pizza review. But right now, it's Burger Stu's burger review, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, I'm not even bothered. I'm bothered though.
Right, well, I think we'll call that a night if we're all done. But apart from what's your telly been?
I'm not up to date, but I have been watching The Traitors, and like I said, Ghosts. So me and Harley watch. We watch Ghosts for some proper telly watching, and then for falling asleep telly watching, we watch Horrible Histories. So we're just watching that cast all the time at the minute. And I don't know what we're going to do. We're in season 5 of Ghosts, and it's nearly finished. And I tried to convince him to watch it for like over a year, and he really fought me on it. He was like, Harry, I really don't like it, and now I don't know what he'd do without it.
What, Horrible Histories or Ghosts?
Both.
Oh. What about the US Ghosts?
Oh, I watched like 15 minutes of it, and I couldn't get into it. Is it worth it?
No.
No, I didn't think it was. Absolutely nothing compared to UK Ghosts.
No. There's no subtlety. There's no nuance at all. Not good. I've been watching The Traitors. We'll leave that and talk about The Traitors a bit more next week then, if we're not at the same point. But the other thing I'd say is about The Traitors
I know about Fiona being the secret traitor, which did shock me. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but then I thought, well, you think at first you think, oh, the secret traitor, that's an exciting thing. But then you think, oh, what's the point in it? There's no... Didn't really have that much to it, did you? You thought,
I suppose that's why they only did it for an episode or two, because it made you think yourself, who is it? And try and figure it out yourself.
Yeah. But then you think, well, why the traitors bothered about finding out who the secret traitor is?
Well, because the secret traitor knows who they are, so they can frame them.
Yeah, but how? How would they do that?
You could, because you could use stuff against them. Well, she helped get the Hugo out, didn't she?
Did she? I don't know if she did. I think Hugo did that quite well all on his own.
Quite well all on his own.
Being an arrogant arse.
Yeah. I like the fact as well that he's telling everybody he's a barrister, and yet the woman who's told nobody she's a barrister has got him out.
Yeah. And he was talking about, so we've got a secret traitor like middle management between us, and I thought, if Hugo isn't the definition of middle management, it was like so...
Middle management.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, but show a bit of self-awareness. Anyway.
Yeah.
I continue to watch Pluribus. Still not convinced. I've watched...
Still not convinced. So why are you still watching it then? If you don't like it, you
because
have to watch it, We're not reviewing it.
I know, but I'm hoping it gets better, but it's... I'm trying to watch it. Not that it gets better, but I think I'm disappointed in what it's trying to say. And then I read something the other day that said, yeah, some people do think it's trying to say this political thing, but actually the writers have said, oh no, we're not trying to promote or
promote a narrative or anything.
Yeah, or dismiss a world narrative or a political ideology. We're not trying to dismiss one or poke fun of it. So we're trying to explore these ideas. So I thought, well, do you know what? Well, okay, I'll watch it, and then I don't think they are. So I'm kind of going, oh no, I don't know. So I'll probably end up watching it all, but. And then I watched the Ricky Gervais comedy special on Netflix, and wish I hadn't. Which is exactly what happened the last time Ricky Gervais had a comedy special on Netflix. I watched it and thought, I wish I hadn't watched that.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever managed to actually finish things with Ricky Gervais in. I think that he's... Yeah.
Let's just leave that.
Yeah.
Right, H. I think we'll call that a night. So, if people want to get in touch with us, which they should,
which they will,
which they will,
which you will,
how do they do that?
They can comment on Spotify, which we had a lovely comment this week off of a listener who listens. I can't remember when he said he was listening. Was he doing house chores? A lot of people say that. I think maybe it might have been that.
No, putting decorations up, I think.
Oh,
Christmas. Well, they're putting the Christmas tree up and listening. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. I get people who either do like house chores or driving or things like that, which are very podcast listening to times, aren't they? Cooking food.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, really lovely comments on Spotify, so you can do that. You can message us.
Thank you, Dylan.
Comment. Yeah, thank you. You can comment us or message us on Instagram. We have a Facebook page that you can message, comment, follow. We have our email is mygenerationgap@gmail.com. We do have a TikTok, which isn't currently banned, I don't think.
Ooh.
Fingers crossed.
All right, then I love you.
All right. Why did you just stop?
Don't know. Thought it'd be funny.